In this video, I just wanted to explain the Elementor interface, about what you can see on my screen right now and probably on your screen if you're following along, which hopefully you are. This section, this is what we call the canvas. Some people call it a playing ground, design area, whatever you want to call it, but I like to call it the canvas area, okay? Because it looks like a blank canvas. And like most canvases, we need to add things into it. Okay, so what you can see right in front of you, and I'm going to explain what widgets are soon, but what you can see is you've got your, this is where you add things into it, and these are all the done for you bundled stuff, they're called widgets, that you drag into this area. Okay, so just to give you an example of what that means, if you drag this over, you've now got text, okay? And you've got the text, and then on your left, you can edit it or change the style tags or whatever. And I know you still don't know about headings and stuff like that because I've not covered SEO yet, but I want you to ignore what I'm talking about. I don't want you to focus on SEO until we're actually ready to go, which a lot of people are like, well, you should really sort out SEO first, but SEO is a beast in its own right. And I want you to get comfortable with getting websites up and running because the actual SEO side of things is pretty fast. So there's your text, and you can right click on it, you can delete it, you can delete other areas, okay? And if you just have a look around, and then right here you've got the update button, and you can save it as a draft or as a template, and I'll get into templates. That's where pro version starts coming in play. You can preview the changes without updating it, so if you don't want to update it live. And you've got the responsive mode. So responsive mode is basically what does it look like on tablet and mobile. So if you're on a tablet device or on a mobile device, and this is really good because you need to be aware that people don't always browse on a desktop anymore. In fact, I've got countless clients now where they don't even own a computer, which, as you can imagine, when you're trying to sell websites or showing them how to build a website or showing them the website that you built for them, and they've not even seen it on a desktop, because your website will always look nicer on a desktop because we've got more play area. We've got more area where we can put things around, and really with the spacing and all sorts of things. But either way, you need to be thinking about how it's going to look on desktops, tablets, and mobile devices. And Elementor allows you to create custom and different sorts of styles on different sorts of devices really easily. If you want to hide elements, you can hide them on a mobile but only show them on a desktop. It's just really good for that. And then you've got your revision history, so you can see and even restore if something goes wrong. And then you've got your navigator, which is this here. So when you add elements or widgets to your page, for example, headings, it's going to show all the elements, and you can quickly select. If you see I'm clicking on them, select different things. And I'm just going to go ahead and delete that. Then you've got your global stuff. And again, I'm going to talk about this down the road because if you're a free user, it really doesn't matter. But for paid version, which I recommend, it's going to matter. And then you've got these three icons here where you can set a global style on colors, for the page, for the fonts, so you don't need to keep manually changing the fonts. And then you've got preferences. So the preferences allow you to do different things, like change the interface from a dark to a black one, or auto detect depending on different things. Editing handles. So if you hover over, let me just add a heading in. So if you hover over this, let me move navigator out of the way, you can see nothing happens over this pen icon. But if I go into preferences, editing handles, you can see now this opens up. So it's really good just if you're not sure about things. And what else is relevant here? You've got the Finder. So this is a really nice little thing with Elementor where if you want to quickly navigate to another page, you just type in, for example, web, F, so you can see, or A, and then this just allows you to quickly, if you want to add a new post, go ahead and click Add New Post, okay? And you can even right click it and it will open up in a new tab. Give it a second. There you go. It's just opened up a new post to edit here. And let's just get rid of that. Open this. Okay, and then to exit the page, you simply just do exit to dashboard, and that's basically the interface in a nutshell. You've also got theme styles. I'm not going to cover this right now because I actually want you to understand Elementor before you start diving into these areas, before you start trying to take lots of shortcuts and all the stuff like that. So we're just going to focus now in the next video, which is going to be all about widgets.